Hello, 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 and welcome to Kaylin's Corner. I'm your host, Kaylin, and this is my corner of the internet where I talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. Thank you for joining me, and I hope this finds you well. Happy Valentine's Day! Can you tell that I'm in the Valentine's Day spirit? I have these cute little heart shaped glasses and this red, well, it's a checkered red. Well, you can see. I don't need to describe it, but it's a sweater. It's so comfy, cozy. What you can't see, though, are these heart shaped earrings that I have on. I honestly don't even know if you can see them because I can't see with the red. I don't know if you can. Am I showing it to you? Yeah, I am. Just a little bit. You can kind of see. Just a little bit. They're so cute. Yeah, I wanted to do a video version of my podcast episode for this week since it so conveniently falls on Valentine's Day this year. And I couldn't do a video form if I wasn't going to be festive. Well, more like if I was going to do a video form, I'm going to be festive and I'm going to show you. But yeah, I don't know, just a little excited. I love Valentine's Day because it's so cute. Although it's very commercialized, very capitalized, very uh what's the word I'm looking for? Directed towards couples and like romantic relationships. But Valentine's Day to me is about love. And love doesn't have to be romantic. Love can be platonic and familial. You can love your family, you can love your friends, you can love your pets, you can love your coworkers, you can love your neighbor. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. And you don't have to have a romantic partner to celebrate Valentine's Day. So, there's that. And also, you don't have to buy people gifts to show them that you love them either. You can go and give them a hug, give them words of affirmation, tell them you love them, or tell them that they're doing great. You're doing amazing, sweetie. You like, come on, guys. It doesn't have to be, love doesn't have to be expensive. Although, yes, flowers and chocolates and balloons and dinners and gifts of any sort are always appreciated and they're nice. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be a handwritten letter or even a typed up letter if you don't feel like your handwriting is very nice. But don't beat yourself up. All you gotta do is put a little bit of effort to it, you know? If you try to hold the pencil a little bit better, maybe, I don't know. that was that was me and my mindset though growing up cuz well, oh, sorry, not to pivot a little bit, but growing up when my mom would check my homework, she'd be like, "You're I can't even read what that says. Rewrite it." So I would end up like rewriting things a lot, and in turn, that ended up making me a little bit critical of my handwriting. So I always tried to make my handwriting look really nice, neat, and pretty. But honestly, I love her for it because I love my handwriting now, even when it's messy. Because I love to write. It's so fun, at least for me. I'm kind of going out of order for my topics for today because I have my topics written down and I like to talk about my things, not necessarily always in order, but usually in order. But this kind of reminds me, like the whole penmanship thing and writing. I journal every day, or at least right now in this moment, at this point in time, I journal on a daily basis. Journaling for me has been something that I've done on and off over the years. I have journals going as far back as 2014, I believe, but I wasn't always consistent with my journaling. There would be days where I would do multiple journal entries in one day, and then I'd go like 2 3 days without writing, and then I'd do another couple of entries in the same day, and then I'd go weeks or months without writing, and I'm like, oh, I found this notebook, or I found this journal. Let me update you on how life is looking. But I believe it was yesterday. I was kind of reminiscing, and I was thinking about life last year, and I was like, I wonder what. Actually, let me just look at. Oh no, it was Valentine's Day last year. The journal entry that I was reading, but whatever. I was thinking about how life was last year, and I decided to see if I had entries from this time last year that I could reflect on. And I did, and I read my Valentine's Day entry from last year. And honestly, I'm gonna read not all of it, most of it, because I feel like it's very much, well, you'll see in a moment, but, or you'll hear in a moment, because I'm not gonna show the entry, I'm just gonna read it aloud. Okay. It reads, Happy Valentine's Day. Not that it's a holiday that I went out of my way to celebrate, but it's one that's highly celebrated, and it's really cute at its core. It's the Day of Love. It's mainly celebrated in regards to significant partners, but those aren't the only people you can show love and appreciation to. There's always family, friends, and even pets. You can show love to just about anybody and everybody if you really wanted to. It's all about the little things, really, if you ask me anyway. The please, thank yous, cooking meals, giving, what does that say? Giving rides, doing laundry, having conversations, in parentheses, not arguments, giving advice, telling fun stories, watching movies together, and even just eating together. I feel like you can feel the love in those sort of interactions if you can recognize they're there anyway. It's always easier said than done, but it gets better with practice. Practice makes progress, always. This is giving podcast conversation, LMAO. All that being said, although I may not have a significant other to pour my love into, I do have my family and friends that I love deeply. I'll always appreciate them for all they've done and continue to do for me. And I drew a little heart. I need to practice expressing my love and appreciation aloud because I know that's something I'm not too great at. I just got to continue to attempt to grow and make progress. Yeah, that's all I'm going to read aloud because everything else on the page gets a wee bit personal. But I just thought that it was so cute that my mentality was very much the same. Because I like to read and reflect on my journal entries. I don't do it all too often, but often enough. And it's kind of crazy to see, well, not crazy, but it's fascinating rather to see my, I want to say development, but I feel like there's a different word that I can use. I don't know why I'm pushing these up as if I need these to see. It doesn't really matter whatever. Anyway, getting a little bit off a topic. But it's so interesting to see the growth and the change over time for me as a person and my thoughts and point of views, perspectives, if you will, on certain topics. But Valentine's Day, it's like it's not just about romantic love, but just love overall. And there's so many different ways to express your love to people. It doesn't have to be a gift. It doesn't even have to be I love you. But like put your seatbelt on, put a jacket on, zip up your jacket are different ways to say I love you. At least I think anyway. So, sometimes the way that people say these things, like put a jacket on or put your seatbelt on, zip up your jacket, like it doesn't sound like it's very loving, but the intention behind it is loving. And that's not for me to go and excuse like the people that say things aggressively to people all the time, even though they mean it with love. But sometimes it's not just about the way something is said to you, but the intention behind it, you know? Ooh, I feel like I started this episode real deep. I didn't mean to go knee deep into the meaning of love, but that's just how the cookie crumbled, I guess. And honestly, I'm not mad about it because I feel like it is something that needs to be said a little bit more frequently, shared a little bit more often, because love is everywhere. Well, it's not as prominent as it could be, but it is everywhere if you find it. Like I was saying, like if you can see the little hidden messages, there's love behind them. And I like it. I love it. It's so cute to me. Very cutesy, very demure. I haven't heard that phrase in a hot minute. But yeah, it's a cutesy little holiday. Although I will say I do love me my chocolates when they go on sale after. I'm not gonna say that I won't buy Valentine's Day chocolate full price because I have and I'll do it again. But when they go on sale 50% off the day after, you just might see me there. Although I'm trying to cut back on the sweets because the sweet treat, the sugar, whoa, the sweet tooth has gone a little crazy. Just like me with these glasses on right now, everything looks so vivid. I think I'm just gonna have them on the top of my head for the rest of the episode because I do think I look very cutesy with them on. The red hue is kind of like, it throws me off a bit, to say the least. I was low key fighting for my life trying to read my page, even though it really shouldn't have affected me that much. Excuse me. I don't know. I like to see things as they are, not with the rose colored glasses. Also, look at my nails. I got little, they're press ons, as always. I'm a press on girly. They're a little bit beat up now at this point because I've had them on for a few days. Also, yeah, I do wear rings. They're a little bit busted because I wear them just about every single day unless I forget them in a rush. Some of them are kind of slipping a little bit, but it's alright. It's alright, baby. Anyway, kind of got derailed, but it's alright. It's all with love, baby. It's all with love. That should be the word of the day. Love should be the word of the day. But I'm maybe or well, not word of the day. Word of the week. I don't know what it is with word of the week just not sticking. But it won't stick. It won't stick. What is the definition of love? Now I'm curious now that I've said it. Wow, there's a few. The first one says noun. Well, it doesn't say whatever. First one is an intense feeling of deep affection. Babies fill parents with feelings of love. Cute. The second one says a great interest and pleasure in something. His love for football. Those are the noun definitions. The verb definitions, there's also two of them. First one is feel deep affection for someone. He loved his sister dearly. The second one says like or enjoy very much. I just love dancing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I get it. That's that's her. That's her. That is her. Sounds about right. Oh, one of the O's in Google is a heart shaped box of chocolates. I was just gonna say a heart, but it's not just a heart. It's a heart shaped box of chocolates. But word geniuses, word of the day for today. It's gonna be my word of the week. While I do love, I was literally going on a huge tangent on it about it. I feel like I also want to do the word genius word of the day. So because it's not love isn't like a new word to me. I like doing the word of the week because it exposes me to some words that I may have not heard before. Maybe you haven't either. So it's like expanding our vocab. I love love, but she's not a new word to me. This week's word of the week is opulence. Yes. It's a noun, and the origin is Middle French, 16th century. And there's only one definition for it. It is great wealth or luxuriousness. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I wonder why they chose this word for the word of the day today. But anyway, examples of opulence in a sentence. First one reads, the opulence of Marcia's home was most apparent in the kitchen, with its with its marble countertops, wood floors, and cabinetry, an an 8 burner Italian gas range. 8 burners? Damn. Cooking and think cook, hmm? Cooking for Thanksgiving in that kitchen would go crazy. Actually, 8 things on the stove at the same time and stuff in the oven. Be careful. Be careful. The second one reads, as we walked the gardens of the castle, we found the opulence of the interior extended to the lush landscaping. Cute. Opulence. Of course, the picture is a yacht. About opulence. Opulence came into English from an identical word in Middle French, meaning great wealth. The French word opulence was based on the Latin opulentia, meaning riches or splendor. Did you know the richest person in history was believed to be Mansa Musa from 1280 to 1337 CE, king of Timbuktu in what is now Mali? Since Musa oversaw the world's largest resources of gold, he enjoyed such extravagant opulence that he once threw the currency of neighboring Egypt into crisis through his own personal spending. Musa's personal wealth and levels of opulence are impossible to measure by today's standards. Julius Caesar, another historical figure of great wealth, is estimated to have had a fortune equivalent of about $4 trillion. That's insane. $4 trillion? That must be what Elon Musk is trying to go for. Like, yeah, he's the richest man right now. Fuck him, by the way. And not literally. Ever. um, he might be the richest man in the world, but he's not as rich as what Julius Caesar was. That's crazy. $4 trillion? What are you even doing with all of that money? You're just hoarding it. I mean, whatever. Like, wow. $4 trillion is crazy, though. Like, imagine $4 trillion today, right now. Right now? I don't even need all that money. Split it into four and give the other 3/4 away. Well, not just like, well, maybe just like handing it out, but I don't. $1 trillion, I feel like, is enough to keep me going for a while, especially if I invest it well. $4 trillion is like, goodness. That's crazy. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Shout out to Julius Caesar, I guess. Fuck do I know? I'm. I don't remember history class much, if I'm being honest with you. History wasn't really my best subject. I had trouble having the stuff stick in my brain. But other classes like English and psychology and science and math, those all They were okay. They were fine. I love science. And it seems kind of straightforward to me. Sometimes I would get things mixed up, and that happens. I'm only human. English was more so about reading the books, and you know what? Sometimes I just didn't fucking read the books. I'm thinking of specifically about in English class in ninth grade. We were meant to read a book over like the quarter or something and do a book report, oral well, I think you have to do a written book report, and she would question you on the book you read in class and ask you questions because they were all books that she's read before, of course. And I remember she asked me a question and I didn't know the answer to it. I was like, oh, I forgot. She's like, how do you forget? That's like one of the main uh parts in the book. I was like, girl, I don't know. Obviously, I didn't freaking read it. Whatever. I'm pretty sure I still passed anyway. She asked me a different question, or different questions, and I was able to answer them. Don't even remember what book it was that I was meant to read, but I made it through. That's what matters. That's what matters. Right? I think. But yeah, no, history was not my strongest subject. I I don't even want to think about it right now, actually. I don't even want to think about it right now. It's Valentine's Day. Don't mind me, just looking at my points for today. Happy Valentine's Day. Did I say that already? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm just being a little silly. I very much went into this point already, actually. Sorry, don't mind me. I have the things right in front of me. It's just the transitioning. I don't know. Feeling a little bit off today. I'm very happy that it's Valentine's Day. Feeling very cutesy. Feeling very Valentine's Day-esque right now. But I don't know. I've been a little bit delayed, a little bit off my mojo today. So please excuse me and my millennial pause. Even though I'm pretty sure I'm not even a millennial. I forget um which I don't know cohort I'm in. I forget what these freaking things are called. Oh, definitely not a millennial. Millennials are people born between 1981 and 1996, making them between 28 and 43 years old in 2024. Huh. Okay. So, I've definitely spoken about this generation age ranges. Let's look at the different ranges, I guess. Generation Z, born between 1997 and 2012, also known as Zoomers. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one, actually, because a lot of my siblings and I would be in the same generation, but I feel like my siblings and I are very different. Very different. I mean, I guess, but what classifies, is it just because of the age range? Generational age groups are groupings of people born within a certain time period. These groups are often defined by shared cultural experiences. Yeah, so I don't know what me and a kid born from 2012 have in common in terms of cultural experiences, because I've seen the way these kids act. And honestly, I don't know if we were raised similarly. I, but I find it to be so intriguing, though. Like, there's just certain things that happen. globally, that can affect a certain range of, well, that can affect people of all ages, but each age range will react a little bit differently. I find that to be so intriguing. I love sociology and psychology and things of that nature. It's so interesting. I didn't even mean to get on this tangent, but I guess someone of someone of someone born in the year 2000 is considered Generation Z. But this is also based on the AI overview, so I don't really know. I'm sure different sources are going to give you different answers. But we know who the boomers are. We know who the millennials are, of which I am not one. Centennials is something that this website is calling me. Everything slash birthday.com generations. Centennials. Generation begins in 1996. Generation ends in 2010. Okay. Maybe I can get with that a little bit more, but someone born in 2010 is 15 right now. Or could be like 14, 15, entering high school right now. Hmm. Perhaps. I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. I, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about that. I would have to read more about it. The greatest generation is great. How egotistical do you have to be to call yourself the greatest generation? That generation was born from 1901 through 1924. How great are you actually? Actually, now I wanna Google. Hello. Why? Oh, okay. Okay. This is the info that I'm about to read is based off the AI overview from Google. So, the greatest generation is a term for Americans born between 1901 and 1927. They are also known as the World War II generation and the GI generation. Characteristics: they came of age during the Great Depression and World War II. They are often the parents of the baby boomer generation. They are known for their patriotism, work ethic, and frugality. The term's origin. The term was coined by NBC News journalist Tom Brokaw in his 1998 book, The Greatest Generation. Brokaw described the generation as towering in achievement and modest demeanor. The book's impact. Some readers found the book to be meaningful and inspirational. Others found it to be a good introduction to the mindset of the greatest generation. Some readers found the stories to be interesting and well written. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so they consider themselves great because they made it through the Great Depression and World War II. And, alright, alright, alright. Sure. If, honestly, because I'm trying to put myself in their shoes now, if I were able to go through all of that and survive, I'd consider myself great too. Honestly, that's fine. That's cool. I get it. I understand. But I don't know. It just feels a little egotistical to me. But I get it. I understand. I understand. There's a lot. But they were raised by the boomers. Hmm. Wait, so how old are the boomers actually. Because if the greatest generation was born in 1901, oh wait, or did they raise? Oh no, they are often the parents of the baby boomer generation. Well, yeah, that makes sense because after the war, everyone was having babies because they were happy, things got better. That's why the baby boomers are so entitled. It all makes sense, actually. It all makes sense because you have this egotistical generation claiming themselves to be the greatest generation, raising these kids who are now very meh, 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 baby boomers, all up in your face, Karens. Ugh, ugh, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. The puzzle pieces are coming together in my mind. I just love when that happens. You know, when things start clicking. What's not clicking, Steven? That makes a lot of sense. And what's kind of crazy is that this isn't the first time that I'm hearing or reading this information. This is just the first time that it's like clicking. Sometimes you just gotta be exposed to things a few times before it actually sinks in. Like, yeah, yeah. Like, I know that Wendy's is bad for me, but I like me a little frosty every once in a while. I like me a little biggie bag every once in a while. I like me the little Cinnabon bites every once in a while. But I know that Wendy's is bad for me. Why do I feel bloated after eating Wendy's? Because Wendy's is bad for me. I knew that. And the cycle continues until it doesn't. Until you decide, like, Wendy's is bad for me. No. No, no, no. Every once in a while, though. It's not so bad. Just every once in a while. Every once in a while. The light, the sun. I didn't even notice that you could see her. The days have been getting progressively longer and it's been amazing. Low key. Like, it makes me happy to see the sun out a little bit more each day. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling no, no. Uh it makes me happy because that means spring is coming, and then after spring is summer. And summer really isn't my favorite season, but the vibes during summertime are typically much better than they are now. But it's even hard to be happy now because not only is it depresso espresso winter, but this economy, this presidency, even a little bit scary. But you know what's great? The Super Bowl performance. Did you guys watch? Because I did the halftime show. That is, I didn't watch the game at all. Not at all. I put the game on because I was waiting for the halftime show to start. And I almost missed it because I almost decided to start watching my show while I was waiting for the halftime show to start. But I was like, nah, I'll just wait it out. I'll just mute this and I'll scroll on TikTok on my phone. And before I knew it, it was time for the show to start. And honestly, I loved it. I loved the performance. I loved the analysis of everything after. The sun is starting to bother me. Hold on. I'm back, but it actually turns out there isn't anything I can do about the sun right now because I don't know how to cover her up. It's okay. Nothing wrong with the sun being here. Me trashing the sun after I just said that I love her. The freak. I I do love her. She's great. She's awesome. She's amazing. But making the lighting a little bit uneven. But you know what? It's fine. You can just see all the shadows and whatnot. Anyway, I was talking about Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance. So much symbolism from the outfit colors of the dancers to Uncle Sam narrating in between and the song choices, the crowd cheering during him calling out Drake. I mean, there's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to unpack here. And people certainly did. I will say that they thought about it a lot more than I did. Like there was some symbolism that I was able to pick up on while I was watching it, but it happens all so fast. And I was also like singing along and dancing a little bit to the songs that he was performing. I want to see him in concert so bad, and I will. I will see him in concert when he comes because he's touring right now. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. The performance, there was a lot going on, of course, but it was entertaining as well. There were, of course, a lot of people that were like, yeah, this is the worst halftime show ever. Meh, meh, meh. You're uncultured. It's not your music type. Okay, that's fine. Not everything is for everybody. And that's okay. Because if everybody liked the same things, then we would all just be clones of each other and that'd be fucking boring. But you're not me, I'm not you, and that's cool. Honestly, I'd rather it be that way. Sure, we can have some similarities and things. I gotta like sit forward so the sun doesn't blind me. 'Cause these are not sunglasses. I I almost want to put the glasses on and then look into the sun, but I feel like that's a really bad idea, so I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Can we circle back? The performance. A lot of symbolism, a lot going on. It was great. It was awesome. Yeah, there were people that are not gonna like it, and that's cool. Whatever. You don't have to like it. I liked it. A lot of people liked it. And I also heard that there were like 1.2 million people that stopped watching the Super Bowl after his performance was over. Of which I was one. Don't play with me cuz sports are not really my thing. Not really. They're not my thing. Sports are not my thing. I don't participate in them. I don't watch them. They're just not my thing. The only sport that I feel like I could watch would be soccer. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it. But it's easy to follow, I guess. And but I don't. I don't. Lots of things that I don't watch. Anyway, that's besides the point. I tuned out after the Super Bowl, like many others did. I mean, after the Super Bowl, after the halftime show, like many others, and went straight to Twitter, straight to the timeline. I was shook when people already had videos of the halftime performance on my timeline after like 5 minutes. Where did y'all get these from? How did you do that? How did you do that so fast? What is this sorcery? Excuse me. Meanwhile, I fight for my life trying to get my podcast episode up in the same day. I need to know what tech you're on. Please. I need the secrets. Help me. Please. I digress. The performance was great. I loved all the symbolism. I loved him calling out Drake, that menacing smile into the camera. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. And I know that he's going through a suit with him right now because of it's defamation, I guess, calling him a pedophile and whatnot. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But he still went and performed it on TV at the Super Bowl, even. he he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing and he didn't care. And honestly, I love him for it. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar for that. Gemini King. When's his birthday actually? Because I know that he's a Gemini because he said it in a song before, and I love him for it. But I don't know when his birthday is. Is he a May Gemini or a June Gemini? He's a June Gemini. June 17th, 1987. Love that for him. Drake appears to address Kendrick Lamar feud on new album. Okay. Interesting. Did he even say anything? Actually, I'm pretty sure I read something somewhere. I believe Drake is on tour in Australia right now. And he said something at one of his shows over there in Upside Down Land, saying, like, I've been doing this since, I don't know, 2000 something. I'm Drizzy Drake, and this is who I am, and I'm gonna keep on doing this, blah blah blah. I don't know. Honestly, good for him. I don't listen to him like I used to. Drake was top 5 in my rotation in like 2010, 2011, I would say. Now, not so much. He's had his bangers, the summertime hits, I'm not gonna step on him. He's sorry, I googled Drizzy, and one of the search suggestions was BBL. It kind of caught me off guard. He has had some good catchy songs in fairly recent years, but I don't go out of my way to listen to him. He's not really in my not really. He's not in my rotation anymore unless I go and listen to old music and he happens to be a feature on it, because I don't even listen to his music. I don't go out of his way to listen to my music. I don't go out of my way to listen to his music. I wonder if I even have any songs liked by him. I have 2. Let's see which 2 they are so I can judge myself. Find Your Love and Hotline Bling. Interesting choice. Very interesting choice. Of all the songs, Hotline Bling. He has so many good songs that are old. Like, okay, Find Your Love, yeah. The Thank Me Later album, yeah. I would eat the fuck out of that shit. I would I would eat that shit up before. Miss Me featuring Lil Wayne. Oh my god. I just hope that you miss me a little when I'm gone, gone. Oh my god. There's so many good songs on here. But one more release. Thank Me Later. I just hope that you miss me a little when I'm gone. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Wop, 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 wop. Come on. Every time I see this album cover and the name Certified Lover Boy, I'm just gonna think about the Kendrick lyrics, unfortunately. But I know I have a good amount of Kendrick Lamar songs saved. Sorry, I was listening to music on here earlier. I have 9 songs liked by Kendrick Lamar. Who are you? When did I like that song? Who knows? Oh, May 16th, 2024. I love using Spotify on my laptop because it gets down to the nitty gritty. You can see when you liked songs, you can see when you added them to playlists. It's very it's very nice. I like to see the analytics of it all. A lot of the songs that I have liked by him are from the Damn album and GNX, which is his latest one. But I we love to see it. I feel like I'm just yapping right now. Honestly, not mad about it. Honestly, not mad about it. Judging myself, yes, but mad about it? No. Why should I be? Why should I be? I do feel like I've been a little bit all over the place though. I feel like I started the episode off strong and now I'm kind of just like, yeah, yeah. You let me know how you feel otherwise. I don't know. Feeling a little bit out of it today. Like I want to be like all like like all the little hearts that I did in that one episode that I was fighting for my life to upload because it's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. And it's so cute, so happy, very cutesy, very demure, but uh, I don't know. I've just been a little all over the place today. A little bit eepy, a little bit slow, just taking my time, taking my time. But I I can't get over how cute these are. They only cost me like $3 too. So yeah, we love to see it. We love to see it. I hope that everyone is having a lovely, lovely, wonderful Valentine's Day. Or I'm saying this present tense like you're having a lovely Valentine's Day, but are you listening or watching this on Valentine's Day? Who knows? I hope you had a lovely Valentine's Day. I hope that if not this year, next year, or even tomorrow, or every day that follows, that you're able to love yourself and other humans genuinely and honestly, and not just on Valentine's Day with gifts and money. But you can love people any day of the week, any time, any place. I can feel the glasses slipping. It doesn't have to be a holiday for you to spread love. You can love any day, any time. And same goes for yourself. You can love yourself any day, any time. It doesn't have to be just on your birthday or just on your day off. You can love yourself while you're at work. Take your 15. Take your 30-minute lunch break. Why would you skip out on that? Why would you play yourself like that? Personally, I don't understand. Well, like I do understand, but I was gonna thinking a little bit too fast. I was gonna say I don't understand why people skip out on their breaks, whether it's a 15 or a 30 or whatever, because rest is necessary. But at the same time, I can understand why people skip out on their breaks because, well, it's just easier if you keep working through. Is sometimes you stop and you lose your groove, and that's not fun. And sometimes it takes just as long to get back into the groove, and then once you're finally in the groove, it's almost time to go, and you don't have enough time to finish before you go. Hey, man, it's okay. But I feel like I was gonna say if you love yourself, you would take a break. You gotta give your body, like, it's time to rest. A little intermission every now and then. It ain't gonna hurt you, baby. I don't think so, anyway. But at the same time, like I said, I can't understand why people just work through their breaks. Because I've spoken to people about this before. You stop to take a break, and then you're like, I don't want to go back, but your body needs the rest. You can't just like go, 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 go all the time. I mean, you can, but it's not going to end up well for you. Rest is required. Like, think about your phone. You can go, 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 go. Well, you can't really go, 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 go with your phone all the time because it has a battery and the battery needs to charge. Sorry, I got a little distracted. The battery needs to charge on your phone, so let the battery charge on your phone. The battery is you. You need to charge. Charge yourself up. Take a rest. It's okay to rest. I'm saying things that I need to hear myself because I also have trouble. A little bit. A little bit. I have a little bit of trouble just stopping to rest. It's okay to not be productive for a singular day. Me, even on my days off, now I'm just venting. Even on my days off, I feel like I have to be productive. And I'm not exactly sure where that stems from, but it's rather frustrating and annoying. Because I don't want to be so like work, 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 work all the time, or doing something, doing something, doing something all the time. Yes, I will stop and spend time doom scrolling on my phone, but that's low key because I'm avoiding doing work. Like, I don't have to doom scroll have to do something else that's not work. To lollygag. I can lollygag doing other things. I can lollygag doing a puzzle or coloring or a word search. Things that people might find boring, but I enjoy those things. Those are some of the things that I love, but they're not things that I do all too often anymore because I feel like I have to do work, but if I'm avoiding doing the work, I'm doom scrolling on my phone. And then before I know it, oh, it's time for bed. The phone addiction goes a little bit crazy. Or maybe not the phone addiction, but the social media addiction. Now I'm unpacking things just a little bit. The sun has gone. I didn't even notice when he left. Because the sun is a man. More of a masculine energy. 24-hour cycle. I've spoken about this before. I don't know if it was on my podcast or not, but not to get a little woo woo, but the sun is a man and the moon is a woman. That's why the moon has a 28-day cycle, much like a woman's menstrual cycle, and the sun has a 24-hour cycle, like, with the sunrise and sunset, much like a man and his daily cycle. Just didn't know it yet. So, fun fact for you if you didn't know that already. If I didn't say it on here already, genuinely don't remember if I have or not. But I'm pretty sure it's a video that I have uploaded on my TikTok, but I don't remember for sure. I'm only human, baby. Anyway, how did I even get to talking about this? I don't I don't remember. I'm just yipping and yapping. Excuse me. That was a good one. Very light, very small, very petite. Petit déjeuner. I'm actually getting a little bit hungry. Perhaps it is time for me to call it quits on the episode. I just might. I just might wrap it up here. It's been fun. I've been yapping. Sorry, I just can't get over how matchy I am right now. The glasses and the hearts on the sweater. It's so cute. As all over the place as I feel as I was. I don't even know if that made sense. Despite me feeling like I've been all over the place in this episode, I did really enjoy yapping and recording. Was I talking about a whole lot of nothing for some bits? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But it's okay to lollygag every once in a while. I hope you enjoyed listening to this week's episode of Kaylin's Corner. And you can keep up with me on all my socials. They're going to be linked down in the description. I hope that you can take away that love does not have to be romantic. It can be platonic and familial. You don't have to have a romantic partner to celebrate Valentine's Day. And I hope that in the Valentine's days to come, that you take the time to spread love to those that you encounter. Whether it's your family, friends, or even just strangers, be kind and spread love. I mean, that's every day. It doesn't just have to be Valentine's Day, but I know it can get a little bit lonely, especially with all the posts on social media and all the advertisements online, or even just seeing the Valentine's Day stuff in store. It can be a lot, especially if you don't feel like you're in a very good headspace to take it all in. But you can celebrate love with others. It doesn't have to be romantic. And as much as you may want to have that romantic person to spread love to, it doesn't have to be romantic. Show yourself some love. Treat yourself. It's okay to treat yourself. And it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day for you to treat yourself. But you also have to be rational and do things within your means. Do things that you can. Spread a little bit of love to someone. Spread a little bit of love for me trying to be a little motivational, but can't even get my full sentences out. Give yourself some love and give love to someone that you love. Whether it's a pet, a neighbor, a family member, someone. It's well worth your while. If I do say so myself, anyway. But that's all from me for today. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, bye!